Welcome back, friends. Dash Daring here, exemplar of male grooming habits, and if you're only now joining us, you're just in time. We've got the power back on and we're ready to start our first film of the evening. Dash certainly hopes all of you at home have got your favorite seasonal snacks on hand. Personally, Dash is partial to a good old-fashioned bag of Colonial Theatre popcorn. It's appropriate for any time of year, really. In fact... Whoa! Hello? Dash didn't see you there. My, aren't you... something? I'd like to ask you to join us for our Christmas movie marathon, but unless you're a service animal, Dash is afraid you're gonna have to...
Service animal? Do you know who I am?
Jiminy Christmas, you're...
I'm Krampus, and you've been very naughty, Dash Daring.
Dash Daring? Naughty? That just doesn't jive. Dash has done everything right this year. He wore a mask, he stayed 6 feet apart from others, he donated to the Colonial Theatre's GoFundMe campaign. Why, Dash even saved a kitten that was stuck in a tree after putting out a fire at an orphanage. What else could Dash have done to land himself on the naughty list?
You threw away an empty pomade container when you should have recycled. Yeah.
Really, that put me on the naughty list?
I have a quota to fill.
Well, that's just great. So what happens now? I thought naughty people got coal for Christmas.
A common misconception, though not entirely inaccurate. The punishments vary from vagrant to vagrant, but I may be getting ahead of myself. You see, for centuries, I have had the responsibility of punishing the empty-hearted, those devoid of the Christmas spirit, the naughty.
You can look at Dash's outfit and say that he is devoid of Christmas spirit.
It's what's on the inside that counts.
So there's not going to be 3 spirits that come and teach Dash what Christmas is all about?
Oh, goodness, no! It's much too early for that. Tonight, you see, is my night, and I've a very special job to perform. But I'm far too modest and humble a creature to relay my own accounts of distributing penalization. I will leave that to my accomplices, Frick and Frack.
Who?
Huh?
Ooh.
Gentle beasts, the presentation, please.
Sure thing, boss.
They're adorable.
Shush.
Welcome to Krampus 101 with me, Freck.
And me, Frack. You can call us your Cramp Counselors.
Our story begins in the Alpine region of Europe. While we're used to a Santa Claus who handles kids both naughty and nice, their St. Nicholas has a traveling companion who he shares duties with, and his name is...
Krampus, a half-man, half-goat of unknown origin, though some believe he existed in early winter solstice celebrations. While St. Nicholas rewards nice kids, Krampus punishes the naughty! Yay! But Frick, why does old St. Nick need Krampus? Can't he do everything himself?
I think it has something to do with duality. Nice and naughty. Yin and yang. Good and evil coming in pairs.
But if that's the case, then which one of us is evil?
Anyway, the night before the feast of St. Nicholas is called Krampusnacht. People dress up like Krampus and parade down the streets in wild drunken revelry. Then Krampus himself sets out to do his work.
Can I talk about the punishment?
Why sure, Frack.
Eee! Krampus has lots of tools at his disposal. He rattles chains and bells to scare children. swats them with a birch branch, and sometimes he'll even toss them in a sack and carry them away to parts unknown. If only we had a live demonstration.
Ah, now that you mention it, see that elf over there?
Yeah? What did he do?
Arson.
Oh. Batter up!
Touchdown!
Hey! That was refreshing. Well, folks, now you've got the scoop on our buddy Krampus.
So enjoy your holiday season. Be good for goodness sake. Or else.
Gets me every time.
I'm sure our viewers at home have a newfound respect and appreciation for your holiday, Krampus. I think we've learned a valuable lesson. So, what say we hunker down and watch, I don't know, It's a Wonderful Life. I think that...
Nice try, Mr. Daring, but not nice enough. There will be no wonderful lives tonight. No bells ringing, no angels winging. In fact, I'm taking all of your classics and replacing them with Christmas clunkers. Your first film is enough to break anyone's spirit. I'm speaking, of course, about Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Be a dear and fill the good people in, won't you?
All right, but Bill McCutcheon is no Jimmy Stewart. Ladies and gentlemen, our first film of the evening, as our tormentor previously noted, is Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, the 1964 classic about what happens when Mars kidnaps Santa in an effort to bring Christmas cheer to their planet. Now, Dash uses the term classic a little loosely here. The film is infamous for being considered one of the worst movies ever made, and while it's no Home Alone or Muppet Christmas Carol, it's far from being the worst film of all time. It's not even the worst Christmas film of all time. Sure, the makeup isn't very convincing, the Martian robot is obviously cardboard, and the polar bear attack leaves something to be desired. But despite its flaws, the film successfully mixes science fiction storytelling and pure Christmas fantasy in a way that hadn't been done in movies before. It's interesting to note that the film is believed to feature the first appearance of Mrs. Claus in a motion picture, as 1964's other Christmas classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, wouldn't debut for another 3 weeks after this movie was released. In fact, upon its release, this film was considered quite successful and would go on to return to theaters for many Christmases to follow. The film would find new life in the early 90s when it was featured on an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000. Since then, Cinematic Titanic, Elvira, and even Riff Tracks have gone on to include the film in their productions. And now, hang up those mistletoes, soon you'll hear ho ho ho. It's time for Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.